roles here, like original musical roles?
I'm intimidated just by the language. So it's like I know my limitations when it comes to Tagalog, and even for the voice, I have a really hard time. And yes, I know that there's rehearsals, but still, it feels it's a challenge that I don't know that I would be up to. I mean, film pa lang already, it's hard, and that comes with take 2, take 3, take 10 if needed. So I don't know. I'm a little intimidated by the prospect.
What did it feel like to be? What did it feel like to be part of another Tony Award-winning musical, like Once on a Island?
Oh, it was a thrill. It was such a thrill to know that we had won it. We were on the bus heading back to our theater because we all had to get dressed up for our party, because there's a party regardless if you win or lose. And when we heard Christine Baranski announce, we were all huddled around a cell phone that was streaming, and when we heard her say once, the whole bus exploded and we were all still in costume. The first person I called was my husband, and I was like crying, and because of the sacrifice that we as a family had to go through. So he had to be the first one I called, and I was like, I got off the bus, I got on the phone, my son, we won! And he started crying on the other end of the phone. And, fully aware of just what our family has to give up in order for me to do that. So we had something to show for it.
Is there a chance pa ba na babalik ka sa acting sa movie?
I want to see first how Yellow Rose does, to see how it's received. Kasi to do a Filipino movie, it's like, it's a long commitment din eh. I mean, sure, they say, oh, mabilis lang yan, mga 1 month, 2 months. But yeah, that's a month or 2 out of my life. That's 16-hour days. So, hindi ko alam kung kaya ko. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Yellow Rose, when it's released here, I'm hopeful that it will be. I don't have dates, but I'm hoping that it's released here. Because people will get to see Princess Ponsalana on screen again.
Yes.
And she's so good in this. She's so good. Whatever you remember of her, it's exactly what you're gonna expect. And she's so wonderful in this. It's, my God.
No offer of any like digital movie appearances or series in the US yet?
At the moment, no. And I think when people find out what my schedule is, it's like, don't think so.
What's your schedule for next year?
I'm getting booked for performances on cruises, for another tour, for concerts in other parts of Asia, not just the States. So there's Hong Kong, I think in July, Singapore in March, and I think there's Thailand, I'm not sure when. But my year is
Booked already.
I get booked a year in advance, so I can't complain. At least I have we got plans. Here's my plans. So it's nice.
Lea, going back to Perfect 10, I mean, you've done countless shows, concerts, musicals, but how do you set it apart? I mean, you've done music for movies and theater and all those things, but just for Perfect 10, how do you set it apart? What do you think makes it different from all the things you've done?
I don't know. I don't know how different it's going to be. But I do enjoy this type of concertizing when it's not necessarily about a lot of, say, the lighting stuff, even though I know that all of that technical stuff is going to be pretty good. I guess what makes it different is just what I intend to do and sing with each of these performers that I'll get to have. I mean, it's going to be the first time in I don't know how many years that I'll be singing with Michael on the concert. And I've guested in Tanya's concert here with Rita Yesa. But I don't think we've ever actually looked at each other face to face and sang together. So it'll be something, I think, very special. I mean, she was my neighbor for a long time, so it's nice to be able to see what she has become.
And in all your years as a performer, how do you think have you evolved? Like your style, your preferences, the projects you
I think I tend to take more risks now, vocally. I think my voice has stabilized to the point where I can pretty much throw anything at it and it will be okay. Mm-hmm. Or at least I will attempt certain things with my voice and I know I'll be okay. Mm-hmm. When there was a time when hitting a C or a D would be like, oh my god, I'd have to like say a rosary in order to hit those notes, because I wouldn't be able to do them consistently in the way that I would like. Now it's like E's and maybe the occasional F, and I'm okay. And so I'm not as easily intimidated by certain arrangements or certain types of music. So that probably was what makes me different now as a performer. And it's a constant mental and physical evolution. I guess there's always this thing, will I be able to do it? When am I going to be able to do that? And then I do it.
And you just keep pushing yourself.
Yeah, it's never a bad thing to keep raising the bar.
Is Perfect 10 a prelude to doing more shows in Resorts World? Perhaps a musical?
I don't know. I really don't know.
With Mencho and Michael in the future?
We'll see.
Lea, not to take away anything from those who can hit the high notes. Are there times when you
I love how you started this.
I'm sorry.
Congratulations, you've entertained everybody.
Are there times when you see singers of winners of reality shows and you say they're good, but there must be more that we can focus on, not just the high notes, or is that always necessary because it's a contest?
Okay, here it is. Okay, I'm gonna frame the answer naman in the context of The Voice.
All right.
The Voice Kids. And even Sarah said something to the effect. Dati, kung iikot tayo, pag biritero, ikot agad o mai-impress agad kasi bumibirit. And after how many seasons already of doing this? Ngayon, kahit bumibirit, wala nang umiikot. It's I don't know, and I think she asked this question, and so I'm like thinking, oh nga no, we're turning for different things. We're turning not just for that, because I think there is now a demand for something beyond the high notes. We're looking for like authentic emotional expression. We're looking for storytelling. And that's what even Bamboo is. They keep on stressing this. You're not telling a story. You're just hitting the high notes, or like you're just ramping up for that high note, but we're not at the cost of the story. It cannot be just about those showcase notes. I mean, they're spectacular when they're hit well, but I think nowadays with so many different types of singers from so many different genres also getting a lot of attention, I think it's fair to say that we're not always going to be impressed by the biriteros anymore. We're just not. As human beings, we're just not. So I mean, the kids that we were turning for, I mean, yeah, we will turn for the ones with the spectacular notes who happen to also have really strong storytelling skills, which made us happy. But we will also turn for someone who all of a sudden will do something very quietly, and we get shivers and goosebumps, and then all of a sudden we'll start turning. And it's nice to be able to say that we're impressed now by the stories the kids are telling in the songs. And it's fantastic that the show is also evolving in that way.
Speaking of the Voice kids, diba, they tend to the voice tends to change upon hitting puberty.
Yeah.
And not too many child sensations will do well once they start growing up.
Right.
Do you see bigger things for Esan?
Yeah, well, the lucky thing is she's a girl, and even as her voice will continue to deepen and continue to evolve, I think that as long as she continues to train, and I think she was also being trained by Liddy Rojas, who's Dennis Satura's wife, and I think she's been with that voice studio forever. And they're always looking in on her. I've never identified her as a girl that has this super high belter voice, because it's really this big, robust, deep thing. So it's gonna evolve pa at the older that she gets. So I think that she's continuing to grow. One, she's a beautiful girl. Two, she's growing up and maturing, and she's incredibly smart. So, oh yeah, I definitely see her evolving. We just don't know yet what. Once she turns 17 or 18, then it'll be much easier to see.
You were rooting back then for Julia Abueva. Have you seen
I saw
her?
K-pop. That's the last thing I saw her do. I didn't get to see, what was the show, Superhero?
I think so.
That was the last thing that she did, and she was with one of my friends also in that same show. I never got to see it because I was not around when the run was happening, but I got to see her in K-pop, and I was so proud, and I was screaming my head off. And I was just trying not to be distracting because it's just how immersive the show is. As in, you're in the same room and in the same space as the singers.
Intimate, yeah.
So I would just be watching her and trying to just fade into the background so that she didn't get distracted by seeing me there. But then afterwards, we got to see each other and we got to hang out while she was last here in Manila with her mom when they were visiting. And I always try to see her mom when I'm on tour. So I am thrilled for her, and she's genuinely talented, and I'm thrilled for her that she's pursuing this, and she's pursuing it in New York, and that she's getting booked for shows. So I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed for her because she's truly, truly, truly talented.